Bob Davis again with Strength of America, the theSOApodcast. I want to bring you one of the common things we see a lot are the tight hamstrings. And I want to show you a simple, basic thing to do, but again, if you're doing it, you want to make progress, you've got to do it every day. So make sure you do this exercise, follow it, all you need. We call it the easiest homework in the world for our athletes. And when we come to camp, those kids come out for our 7-week camps over the summertime or during the school year, different times off season. We test them all at the beginning, and if they can't touch their toes and get a good hamstring stretch by the end of that summer, they haven't been doing their homework, they owe me 100 split squats. Because if you don't want to take the time to do the easiest homework in the world, I have no problem counting to 100 while you jump up and down and switch legs. So make sure you're doing this, like it, share it, and spread the word, help our athletes reduce those hamstring pulls. So here's what we're going to do. We're just going to get against the wall. All I want them to do, and again, we can just do a simple toe touch, but for some of these kids going out there, they're so flexible in the spine, or maybe their arms are longer, they grow at such weird lengths as they go through this process. Instead of doing that, what we do is have them put their legs straight out in front of them. We make sure, first of all, that they don't have a foot drop. Almost always one side's a little tighter. So when they sit there, one's just going to drop to make it easy. What we want to look for is make sure the feet are straight. They're right even with the hips, so we don't have them inside or out, but they're centered right in this point. Now from here, make sure the toes are pulled towards you, so we get a good tie-in from that hamstring calf in through here. Then I'll have them sit to the wall. They scoot in as close as they can. Now some of them are going to have a huge gap back here. What we want to do is when you sit back there, you just can't get your hand between the wall and your butt. So back in that spot as tight as you can. Now if you start to bend or drop the feet, you're in a bad spot. So move yourself out where everything's perfect. Then what we do is chest up, just slowly scoot yourself in. And again, we're not going for pain, just tightness is all we want to feel. And you may feel it only in one leg because one side is so tight. So make sure you get that evened out first. That's the main thing. As we go through this, all I want them to do is they're going to sit this way 5 minutes a day. And again, they can do their homework, they can do their video games, eat dinner, whatever it is. They've got time to sit for 5 minutes. Instead of that chair or whatever, just get on the floor, back to a wall, back to a couch. Kind of find out where they're at. If they can't get it in there, they're ideal, they're great. Some of them are going to have full hand width on the side going back into it. They're so tight. Some I've seen even worse. But I guarantee in that 6-week time, if they do this every day, they'll be able to pull that in and we really lessen the chance of hamstring pulls in there. Now we still have strengthening, we've got a lot of things to do, but this is a basic, easy thing to do to attack those hamstrings. Now, if you find one is just really tighter than the other, you're not getting much on it, just bend the one leg. The tight one, work it. Work that leg in even tighter. Get that in one leg at a time. Then you can do both of them. But this really helps take the hip and that movement out of it completely. So make sure you like and share it. Get to our YouTube page if you haven't already. We started a brand new YouTube page just for all of this. Subscribe to it. And what you're doing is not only getting our weekly podcast, but you're also going to get daily tips, mobility, and this will be in the mobility section. We also have speed section, power, agility, strength. We're going to have things that we're going to keep adding onto this. So by subscribing to it, you automatically get it as soon as we upload something. You'll get a notification, be able to see it. So thanks for being part of the Strength of America family, and let us know whatever we can do to help. Comment on this. Are you doing this? Do you have hamstring problems? What are some of the things you do to work on these hamstrings? See you soon.